Good morning. This is Rosa from Rosa's Resources. As I talk about narcissistic recovery, guys, I'm in my recovery period. You know, um, I was gonna say I'm trying, but God is breaking the soul tie between myself and the narcissist, allegedly, because he hasn't been diagnosed. Based on his characteristics and the treatments, continuous behavior, I would say that he's a narcissist. The abrupt monkey branching, unaccountability. So let me tell you guys about my experience at Thanksgiving. This narcissist has a new relationship, and he didn't. If it was a beautiful, honest relationship, he didn't even call my son over so he could eat dinner. This is the first dinner my son missed with him because this is the first time we're not together as a family. And he didn't even call my son over to have dinner with him. So I laughed because it was funny. It's expected, you know? They're such good pretenders, guys. Very, very good actors. They really should be in Hollywood. But anyway, that was my experience with my first Thanksgiving, guys. But we made the best of it. My son, we had food to eat, so we're blessed. And we had each other, so he could have at least his mommy. He could depend on his mom. But anyway, moving forward, I just want to tell you guys, I was in a space where I was dwelling for a long time, and right now, I stopped that because when you dwell, it's just like when you dwell on the negativity, you just stay stuck. For a long time, I was stuck and wondering how could I get out of this stuck place? It's such a horrible feeling, you know. And then, as soon as I got baptized, guys, I swear I'm not lying. As soon as I got baptized, it was over. I knew that I was moving into a whole new direction in my life, and I had to leave the past behind me. God will work it out, whatever it is, He'll work it out. As you guys know, like with the whole narcissistic abuse things, you really can't go back because they're just gonna treat you worse. So even though your heart, you might want to give your marriage a second chance, especially if you've been in a marriage like 25 years, like myself, you want to give it your all, but you got to think about yourself and keep it moving, guys. It's been what since 4 months now. If you could do 4 months, you could do more months, 4 more years. You know what I mean? You just keep moving. And I'm just here to as a I don't like to call myself supply, but as a long-term relationship with this particular person, I'm just here to give people encouragement. Maybe you're at the beginning stage of this whole horrible experience. I want to tell you guys there is hope. There is hope. There is a light at the other side, guys. Just journey one day at a time. And a lot of people go through suicidal thoughts and all type of horrible anxiety, all kind of how beautiful, all kind of just different experience. So all I could tell you guys is to connect with nature. Like this is what I do to get over my healing process. I never used to like this before. I would never do this before. But like they say, you discover who you are. You're coming back to your authentic self. And day at a time, you will do things that you're going to love. I just got a foot massage because I needed to like relieve some stress. And now I came here to sit by the water. The vitamin D is beating down. The sun is beating down on me. And I'm actually loving it. I never thought I would be in this space, but I'm here now. And because I got baptized and everything, I don't believe in sex before marriage and different things like that. So I don't know what's going to happen in my life, but I'm asking God to lead me. And I'm not really thinking about no relationship right now. But if a man come around and could understand that I'm in a space where I don't want to have sex before marriage. Um, and he's the person that could understand that. Then we connect and we could have a beautiful relationship. But that's where I am with it. Everybody do things differently. That's just where I am with it. If I never have a relationship again, I'm good too. You know what I mean? But why would you want to not have love? You know what I mean? At least this time you know to put your boundaries up and stick to them, you know? I didn't even know that I was doing that, you know? Oh boy. It gets better, guys. And also, I never knew that I would be here telling my story about domestic violence. And I just want to encourage you guys, if you are going through this narcissistic abuse, you must share your story. If it's even the first initial introduction, you must share your story so the world could hear your story and you could release that pain. That's what helps me. Some people like to journal. I like to video record. I feel like that narcissist cannot face me because the light is too bright. Because now that I've seen him and I snatched that mask off his face, he knows whenever he's coming my way, he gotta come straight. Because it's like I see all the lies just spitting off his tongue. And I ask God, when he comes to me, don't come with the lies, because I could see them. I seen him in a whole different light, guys. He didn't even have nothing to say after I told him, listen, this is exactly what I said to him. You take me for a fool. I know everything you're doing, you know? I never seen him from that day again, never. I don't call his phone. And remember, I'm still married to this guy. I don't bother him. Nothing. I just go ahead and do what I got to do for myself and my son, you know? He's ghosting me right now. But why would I want to hear from a liar? Like, everything you say is a lie. You're 60 years old and you can't tell the truth. You got to, whatever you do in life, guys, you got to be honest with yourself, because God is always watching. And I cannot talk to him if he want to come and tell me lies. It's better he just stay to himself and continue his lying life. He needs help. These narcissistic people, they need help. You know? I don't even know. They said the ultra and the mid-range know what they're doing. The lesser might not know. They might just have like their little attitudes and they might not know. But you know at 60 years old that you have a condition that you need to solve. It's just not normal. And it's just that one day, like me and my husband was separated. One day I went to his like furnished room, and then the lady that he's currently dealing with right now, the way she came in the space and they were interacting, I never saw my husband like that before in my life. He was just so pitiful to me, so like needy and so weak. You know what I mean? And I looked over at him and I'm like, who is this guy? You know what I mean? And even one day when we had an argument, I told him I didn't know that. Honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. I said, I didn't know you was such a punk. I didn't know that you was this person. Who are you? And he was like, I'm the same person you married. No, you're not. I don't know who you are. You're like a whole different person, because the mask slipped and he was just different. He's not the person that I know. People do change, you know? For 20 years, my husband was amazing. I never had any problem when my husband was young. Not that I know of, you know? Treated me like gold. But then a couple years ago, 4 years ago, it was an issue and my husband choked me. He lost his job and he choked me. That was the end. He was a different man after that. Never had any domestic violence until that day. And it was enough for me. I guess he got tired of acting and the mask slipped, you know? But anyway, guys, I'm happy. I cannot believe the day to say that I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. I'm recording this so I could help people. But I'm encouraging you guys to also share your story. Even taking a breath, guys, is so healing. When you go through narcissistic abuse, you go through a lot of trauma, guys. It's so traumatic. I want to look at my husband's face and tell him, I was abused like when I was 12 till about maybe 15. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I connect my husband with my abuser. They're on the same level. Same level. I never knew somebody could hurt me like my abuser hurt me. My child abuser hurt me, but my husband did. He betrayed me 3 times. And enough is enough. I'm out. There's nothing in the world he could say to me for me to even think about going back that way. Never. Never. I just want to move on with my life, you know? I actually want to be happy. I want to go back to my happy self. Guys, have a great day, okay? If you want to have a one-on-one talk, rosesresources.biz, write me and we'll work out the details. Rosesresources.biz. If you need someone to talk to, walk you guys through what's going on, the process, everything. Need somebody to talk to, need some counseling, need resources to help you. Rosesresources.biz is the website, guys. Have an amazing day and be kind to yourself.